Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Confucius. Well, so are finances. We just choose to complicate them. At least, that's what we think. What do you think? Number 10. Change your mindset about simplicity. Simple living is not about living in a cave with the smallest piece of cloth covering you while eating wild berries and lighting a fire using stones. It means making do with what you have instead of buying more of the things you don't need. With marketers pushing things to your face with attractive deals, it's easy to get distracted and spend money, but having more is not better. It causes you financial and mental stress. But simplicity is quite the opposite. It helps you avoid waste, teaches you economy, and helps you learn to adapt to any situation seamlessly. Having less allows you to think outside the box, which makes you smarter, alleviates stress, and helps you save money. In the words of Henry David Thoreau, as you simplify your life, the laws of the universe will be simpler. Solitude will not be solitude. Poverty will not be poverty. Nor weakness, weakness. Number 9. Automate your savings. Ever wonder why you can't seem to save money no matter how much you try? This is a problem many people face when it comes to saving money. Because humans are easily distracted, you find that when you see something you think you need, the need for instant gratification rears its head, and making the purchase is the only thing on your mind that clouds your plans and prevents you from saving. But automating your savings can be the beginning of a regular saving culture that helps secure your financial future. For example, if you earn $3,000 per month and want to save 20% of that, you have to take $600 and put it in a savings account. Manually doing this would not be a 100% foolproof plan, especially when you see that nice Gucci bag you've had your eye on for some time. But when you adopt automatic money transfers to your savings account, you are assured that $600 will hit your account no matter what you do with the rest of your money. This helps you rest easy knowing that in 1 year, you would have $7,200 saved that you wouldn't otherwise have had if you had continued saving manually. Automating your savings also saves you the time it would take you to withdraw the money from checking and put it in your savings account, which gives you more time to do other things that help you endeavor financially. Number 8. Be intentional with your purchases. Shopping sure does feel good, especially when we are going through an emotional time, and it has been known to improve one's mood and reduce stress. But even with all that, in the end, shopping without a plan can cause you financial stress, which beats the purpose for which you had intended. Being intentional with your purchases allows you to buy what you need, which not only saves you money but also space and constant financial headaches. For example, if you buy too many vegetables, some of them might go bad due to them being perishable, which means that you've just wasted money. Also, buying an item you had not budgeted for is making an impulse purchase, which puts a dent in your budget. This is because in a case where you forgot to buy an important item you had budgeted for and don't have extra cash, you'd be forced to use your credit card, which starts your debt cycle, and we all know what they say about not controlling debt. Being intentional with your purchases allows you to buy the things you need and do away with wants, which saves you time, space, and money, and most importantly, it gives you peace of mind. Number 7. Don't buy fashion trends. We all want to keep up with the trends for fear of missing out, but the truth is, we miss out on the more important aspects of our lives, such as financial liberation. It sure feels good to have a pair of shoes that are hot right now, and a 24-karat gold Cuban link chain that rivals Jay-Z's. But what you lose by buying all those trendy fashion items is financial security. For example, if you love Air Jordans, then you will love their latest addition to the collection, the new $210 Air Jordans 7 Retro. That said, it would be a waste of money to add more shoes to your Nike collection when you don't even have an emergency fund to help you in case you run into an urgent financial situation. Ask any rich person and they will tell you that they value comfort more than the price tag. That's why they can buy a $70 pair of shoes as long as it is comfortable for them, and we all know the rich don't like to waste money. Fashion trends come up every waking day, the new ones crazier than the last, and if you follow those trends, you'll never have any money left to save. Buy what you need and what fills your life with comfort, and you'll save tons of money. Number 6. Get out of debt. Being in debt is the number one way to kill all your hopes and dreams for financial freedom because it can drain you physically, mentally, and financially. And the only way to get your finances in order is by getting out of debt. While it's not easy and may take some time, it is doable. And staying out of debt takes discipline that you can cultivate by living a simple life. Getting into debt is so easy, and many of us have been sucked into it at one time. This is how it starts. You want to buy a couch because the one you have has breathed its last breath. But you have no cash in hand to buy the $500 couch. So you whip out your credit card and walk out with the couch. Let's say your budget for your monthly income is to the last cent. This means that if you pay your $500 credit card balance, you'll still be short and will be forced to take on more debt. Before you know it, you're swimming in debt. If you have debt, clear it, then steer clear of it. You'll save money and live a financially stress-free life. If you need to make big purchases, saving money for it will keep you out of debt and allow you to learn money-saving skills. Number 5. Reduce household expenses. Have you ever heard of the saying that a budget tells us what we can't afford but doesn't stop us from buying it? We know you've been tempted to buy items you didn't need and probably called yourself some crazy names afterwards. Reducing your household expenses can save you money and space. For example, there is no need to have 3 cans of mayonnaise if you can use 2 for the month. You save close to $15 every time. Also, buying household items in bulk can help you reduce costs, which allows you to save money. For example, if you buy a 36-pack of toilet paper at $29.87, you'll spend 83 cents per piece, and 88 cents if you buy a 20-pack at $17.58. It may seem like a small amount of money, but if you reduce expenses for all the household items you have, you find that you've saved a decent amount of money in the end. You can also learn to prepare your own food instead of buying prepackaged ones, which can cost up to $5 more. You'll save money and live simply, and what's more, you'll have peace of mind. What more could you ask for? Number 4. Buy simple, multi-purpose items. How big is your couch? Pretty big, right? We bet that when you're looking for a house, you always have your couch space in mind, which means that you have to look for a bigger house that can accommodate it, right? Well, we'll tell you that the bigger the space, the higher the cost. Buying simple, multi-purpose items allows you to save space and save money. For example, a fold-up sofa is very ideal for when you have guests because you don't have to wish you had a bigger house. A fold-up sofa can act both as a couch and a bed. Who needs a 2-bedroom house when you have a whole bed right in the middle of your living room? We probably shouldn't tell you this, but a tube of toothpaste is another king of your household. It has many uses, such as making your scratched compact discs as good as new and cleaning your speakers. We promise you it works, and other uses that would otherwise cost you a pretty buck. Who knew a tube of toothpaste could do so much? Well, to save your money, multi-purpose items such as these are a must-have in your house. They will simplify your life, and saving a ton of money will come almost naturally to you. Number 3. Learn DIY. They say no man is an island, and while we do need other people to go through life, some things are better done by ourselves because they can save us a lot of money. And all it would cost is a few trials and errors, a little sweat, well, maybe a lot of sweat, but it would be worth the money saved. For example, we all know how annoying getting a flat tire can be. It's even more annoying having to drive a car with a flat tire to the repair shop. Having a flat tire repair at an auto repair shop can cost you upwards of $60 per repair, while having a do-it-yourself kit can cost anywhere between $20 to $50 depending on the size. If you're taking a long trip, knowing how to change a flat tire can save you a lot of money. Let's say your tires decide to torture you and go flat 3 times during your trip. You would pay upwards of $180 for repair if you take them to the shop. But if you have your DIY repair kit, it wouldn't cost you anything as long as you know how to repair the tire. Knowing how to fix things by yourself is one way you can save tons of money and adopt a simple lifestyle. This way, if a need arises, you will know how to deal with it without breaking your bank account or going into debt to do it. Number 2. Cut subscription costs. More people are adopting streaming services instead of paying for cable, which is a smart move. considering that cable is up to 5 times the price of a streaming service. For example, cable TV can cost upwards of $100, while the highest amount you can pay for a streaming service, such as Netflix, is $19.99. Well, you may not get as many services with streaming services as you can get with cable, but we are sure you wouldn't watch 70 channels even if you were the idlest person in the world. Other subscriptions that you can cut to save money include newsletters, premium alerts, and gym memberships, among others. Yes, we know you want to pump some iron and tone up, but nobody said you have to do it in the gym. Simplify your life by cutting the subscriptions you don't need, and you will save a lot of money. Before we get into number 1, make sure to check out the links in the description for our best recommendations to boost your savings. Number 1, keep track of your spending. So you've done all you can to simplify your life and save a lot of money, which is an amazing thing, but if you don't track your spending, we hate to burst your bubble, but it's all for nothing. Tracking your spending helps you to find out your spending habits and see where you can improve. For example, you have tried to be a good spender by following a budget and buying the things you need, but you can't seem to tame your sweet tooth, which costs you about $15 on every shopping trip. Tracking this spending habit will allow you to know how much money you're using on your sweet tooth, which would shock you enough to force you to stop spending on those Kit Kats. Keeping track of your spending habits allows you to know how much money is going into things you don't need and helps you to curb poor spending, which helps you save a lot of money and live a simplified life. Make sure to check out the next video. You're going to get a ton of value from this one. See you there.